Today we did Unit 4, Lesson 11, Percentage Context. And so we're going to learn more about situations that involve percentages. Just to recap what we talked about last time with tip, it says which of these expressions represents a 15% tip on a $20 meal and which represents the total bill. So let's just first look at the tip itself. And so we have our subtotal and we have our tip. Subtotal comes first, so that's my X. And I know that that is $20. I'm trying to find the tip. The subtotal is 100%. I'm just looking at the tip. I'm not marking anything up. So that's 15%. So we need to find our constant of proportionality. So y divided by x, 15 divided by 100 is 0.15. And then to find that tip, we use our constant of proportionality and we multiply. Well, that first one is 15, not 15 hundredths. So that one's not the tip. I see a 15 hundredths times 20, but I also have this plus 20 at the beginning, so that's not the same thing. Here I'm multiplying 20 by 1.1 and 15 hundredths, not the same thing. And here, while it's not a decimal, it is the same as what I did to find my constant of proportionality. So there is my tip. And if you remember, we talked about the total last time is the subtotal plus the tip. Well, the total is $20, and we just said to find the tip, we multiply 20 times 15 hundredths. So here is an example of an expression that represents the total. We could also think about it as the subtotal and the total in a table. Subtotal is $20 and 100%, but the total is going to be the subtotal plus the tip, or 100 plus 15, which is 115, which makes my y divided by x 115 divided by 100, or 1 and 15 hundredths, and we would use that to multiply by 20 to find our total. So there are actually two expressions to find the total. I could find the tip and add it to my subtotal, or I could just multiply my subtotal by 1 and 15 hundredths. So then we had some new vocabulary. And we talk about stores. And when you go to a store, let's say you go to Walmart and you buy a new game, and that game costs you $49.95. Walmart didn't pay $49.95. They paid something much less, and that's what's called the wholesale price, is what the store pays. The store then marks up that wholesale price. And what you see on the shelf, the sticker price, is called the retail price. That's what you pay for the item. And then profit is the difference between the retail price and the wholesale price. So we're buying a new car, and the car dealership's wholesale price was $12,000 to purchase the vehicle. They want to make a 32% profit. So we're going to look at these questions and find out how much the car dealership has to mark up the price. And so we have our wholesale. And in this case, we're looking at the markup, and wholesale comes first. So it's my X. The markup is my Y. I know the wholesale price is $12,000. And since that's my X, that's my 100%. It's marked up 32%. So I have to find that amount of money. So Y divided by X, can't use the first row, don't know why, or don't know the Y value. So we use the second row and find our constant of proportionality to be 32 hundredths. So then we do 12,000 times 32 hundredths, and we get $3,840 that they are marking it up. So after the markup, what's the retail price of the vehicle? Well, we have our wholesale plus our retail, which gives us $15,840. Now, we could also have done that second question as a table. We could have said we have our wholesale and we have our retail. Wholesale comes first. So we have our $12,000, trying to find our retail. Wholesale's 100%. It was marked up, so we're adding on. So we now have 132%. And so Y divided by X, can't use the first row, we don't know the Y value. Use the second row to get 1.32, 1 32 hundredths. And then we multiply that by $12,000 and we get $15,840. Well, during a special sales event, the dealership offers a 10% discount off the retail price. So off the retail price. So after the discount, how much will a customer pay for the vehicle? So now we have the retail and we have the sale price. And the retail, this time the retail comes before the sale price. We found the retail price was $15,840. We're trying to find the sale price. The retail price is my 100%. I'm discounting it 10%. So discount, remember, we subtract. So that makes that 90%. Y divided by X, 90 divided by 100, 0.9. And then we multiply 15,840 by 0.9, and we find out that the sale price is $14,256. So how could, if the retail price, if we're trying to find the retail price after a 12% markup, that means my K value markup, I need to add 12 to 100, and so 1.12. If we find the price after a 24% discount, my K value here, we're going to subtract 24 from 100, which is 76%, so 0.76 is my K value. Then we had another new word. So we had the word commission. And commission, when people have a job where they sell things, they make a percentage. They get to keep a percentage of what they sell the item for. So that amount that they're keeping is called our commission. So each gym membership sold, the gym keeps $42. The gym is the business. And the employee who sold it gets to keep $8. So that means the total price for the membership was 42 plus 8, or $50. So if you were buying the gym membership, the gym keeps 42, the employee keeps 8, you actually paid $50. So it says, what is the commission the employee earned as a percentage of the total cost of the gym membership? So the total cost is $50. What comes first? The total comes first. The commission happens after that. So total is X, commission is Y. The total is 50. The commission is 8. Total is going to be my 100%. I am trying to find the missing percent. So if I do Y divided by X, now I can use that first row because I know both X and Y. So 8 out of 50 is 0.16. And when we multiply that by 100, we end up with 16% commission. So that employee earns 16% commission. If the employee sells a family pass for $135, what is the amount of commission they keep? Well, let's assume that they keep the same percentage. So now we have the total and we have the commission. So the total is $135. Now we're trying to figure out how much commission, the amount of money. The total is still my 100%. And we said we're going to assume that he earns the same 16%. So if I do Y divided by X, can't use the first row. We don't know why. So 16 over 100 gives us 0.16. So if we do 135 times 0.16, we find out that that employee gets to keep $24.48 of that commission. And then we just ended by looking at some scenarios because the key to this whole thing is just figuring out which type of problem do we have. So is it sales tax, markup, interest, gratuity? Gratuity is another word for tip, markdown, or commission. So Kieran ate breakfast at a cafe. The total check was $5. Here's the money he left. Why did he pay $5.75? So that extra 75 cents, not sure. It could be tax. It could also be the tip. So in this problem, we're not exactly sure whether it's tax or tip. My guess is it's going to be the tip because it says the check was $5. So that makes me think that's the total amount on the check. Tyler bought a shirt from the 25% off rack. It normally costs $16, but look, he paid $12. So that's going to be a markdown or a discount. Credit cards. So Claire's aunt used a credit card to pay $40 for an outfit. 6 weeks later, the credit card company added 60 cents to her bill. Well, when you borrow money, which is what a credit card is really doing, you have to pay what is called interest on that amount that you borrow. There's good interest and there's bad interest, and that's the bad interest. It means you have to pay them more money. We talked about interest with a bank account where you earn money earlier. So Lynn bought a pretzel from the snack cart. As you can see, pretzels cost $4.58, but she paid $4.83. So I'm going to say that's probably our tax. A car dealership paid $9,000 for the car. Here's the sticker price, so that's going to be our retail price. So this is going to be a markup because this retail price is more than the wholesale price. And Andre's saving money for college. He had $1,500 in his account. At the end of the year, the bank adds 3% to his account. So that's the good kind of interest where the bank, you are getting extra money. You're not paying extra money, you are getting extra money. And then Priya uses this coupon to buy a game that normally costs $24.50, and she paid $22.50. That is our discount. And Diego's uncle sells computers. In addition to his wages, he gets paid 20% of the amount he sells. So that is our commission problem. So as you're thinking about these questions, think about, who's it paid to? Is it paid to the customer? Is it paid to the bank? Is it paid to the business to help you out? And this chart is in your notes that you can refer to. So, different scenarios. Sometimes we need to add to 100 for the percent. Sometimes we don't. You have to think through the problem and put those puzzle pieces together.